Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching the silent shift beneath the surface of the NRL, if you've been paying attention not just to the bright lights of the top grade but to the breeding grounds of tomorrow's greatness, then you already know that something big is happening at Belmore. Something calculated, something deliberate, something powerful, because Phil Gould is not playing games. No, he's building a future. One brick at a time, one signature at a time, one prodigious talent after another. And now, another rising star has just walked through the gates of Canterbury's fortress with ambition in his eyes and history in his stride. His name is Baxter Warner, and he's the latest jewel prized from the Roosters' crown. Yes, those Roosters, the same eastern suburbs powerhouse that dominated the SG Ball Cup earlier this year. The same club whose under-19 squad steamrolled through the competition. The same group of young men who were hailed as the future of Sydney footy. But now, their golden generation is being raided. And Phil Gould is the one doing the raiding. Baxter Warner, outside back, sharp-footed, fearless under the high ball, blistering on the edge. A kid with talent not just written in stats, but felt in momentum swings, line breaks, and the kind of desperation that coaches dream about. He's the type of player who doesn't just slot into a side, he announces himself. He was there when the Roosters hoisted the SG Ball Cup trophy. A season of brilliance, a campaign defined by cohesion, trust, and confidence. But that success came with a cost, visibility. And with visibility comes vultures, or in this case, visionaries. Because Phil Gould isn't swooping for scraps. He's collecting warriors. And Warner is just the latest soldier to swap Bondi blue for Belmore blue and white. This isn't a random move. This is a strategy. A recruitment drive that's as sharp as it is relentless. Gould sees what most overlook. He's not looking for superstars already at their peak, he's hunting future premiership winners before they bloom. And Baxter Warner. He fits the blueprint perfectly. Young, disciplined, hungry, battle-tested in one of the most competitive junior competitions in the country. He knows what it's like to win. He's felt the weight of expectation. He's delivered under pressure. And now, he's ready to step into a club that's not just rebuilding, it's resurging. The Bulldogs aren't just chasing a top 8 finish. They're building a dynasty. And if you've been paying attention, you'll see the pieces clicking into place. Stephen Crichton, Matt Burton, William Kikau, Josh Curran, Jamin Salmon, and now, underneath it all, a youth pipeline brimming with intent. You don't win premierships just by spending. You win them by planning. By planting seeds now that will become trees in 2, 3, 5 years. And that's what Baxter Warner represents, potential that's ready to explode. He could have stayed with the Roosters. Comfort, familiarity, success. But he didn't. He chose a challenge. He chose growth. He chose Belmore. And don't think for a second that decision was made lightly. These young players know the game. They know the opportunities. They know where development is a priority, and right now, the Bulldogs are leading that charge. This is a place where youth is nurtured, not neglected. Where juniors train alongside stars. Where pathways exist and aren't just promised. Baxter Warner saw that, and stepped through the door. The Roosters will be disappointed. Of course they will. They helped shape him. They gave him a platform. But in the cutthroat reality of modern rugby league, development means nothing if you can't retain. And Phil Gould is turning that weakness into a weapon. Warner isn't the first, and he won't be the last. Because what's unfolding in Canterbury is more than a rebuild, it's a revolution. A slow, simmering revolution of youth, fire, and belief. A new culture, a new identity. When Warner pulls on the Bulldogs jersey, it won't just be a number on his back. It'll be a statement, a reminder that the old dogs of war may be long gone, but a new litter is being bred, smarter, faster, hungrier. And Baxter Warner will be a part of that story. He'll be running those training paddocks with purpose. Learning from veterans. Competing for first-grade minutes. Fighting for every opportunity like it's his last. Because that's the energy at Belmore now, a club no longer waiting for success to arrive, but charging toward it. The SG Ball Cup may be in the rearview mirror, but Warner's journey is just beginning. The spotlight will return. The pressure will rise. But if his past performances are any clue, he's not the kind of player who blinks. He's the kind who bites down, pushes forward, and breaks through. Remember the name, Baxter Warner. From Bondi beginnings to Belmore ambitions, he is the latest thread in the grand tapestry that Phil Gould is weaving. And if the Dogs do rise again, if they do lift the trophy in the years to come, don't be surprised if Warner is there, smiling, as part of the pack that made it happen. The rebuild continues. The future is now. And Baxter Warner just became part of it.